as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Tonight, we finish off Week 4 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll go again here with Akers. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
Well, they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Off the fake to Akers, here's Stafford. Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford going to give this to Akers. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. These Rams and Niners met 3 times a season ago. The Niners had the Rams number in the regular season, winning 31-10 in Santa Clara. And then again 27-24 in overtime in the season's final week. But the Rams got the last laugh in the NFC Championship game with that 20-17 victory. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Now Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal, and they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, 49ers nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up, we are looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Lance going to try and throw on 3rd down here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he is going to have the 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep, and he is going to lose yardage here. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Now Lance going to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Brandon Powell. Take it in at the 22. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw, Stafford. Trying to find Kupp, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Lance looking to throw it. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have a Niners 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. The Niners are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the good start, but then 2 straight losses since.
And now you start to wonder about what this does for a team's morale, how it affects their psyche, because, let's face it,
thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
They give up the middle to Akers. And he'll take this one down to the 36. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in, and this will remain a 1-touchdown game.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Right back to Mitchell on second down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now on to punt. .31 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 35. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And that's dropped underneath to Mitchell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, here's Mitchell. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That good for 19 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Here's Stafford. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
So the first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Gold with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you cross country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On the counter, Mitchell. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And this pass caught by Gray. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for. That's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They run over center with Mitchell. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He stayed afloat for a second there after the first wave of contact, but that was going nowhere.
Yeah, what did he tell us in pregame? I just don't want to get my feet stopped initially when I'm trying to make a run. That's exactly what happened there. Unfortunately, as you noted, got away a little bit from the first one, but the wave swarmed him under.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Sliding out of the pocket. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a nice call and really good execution there, because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle, perhaps. You know, you don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Let's go, set.
Throwing now is Lance. Able to find Gray here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Back to the ground here, Mitchell. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 68 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mitchell diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So part of it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. The former first-round pick, Eric Armstead, the one who got in there to make that play.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Now on 2nd and 13. Stafford. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
3rd and long. It's Stafford. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a 1-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
Ready.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Here we go.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They'll go option to the short side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the 49ers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kupp. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Stafford. This one brought in by Jefferson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And Akers, he is not going to get there. They mark him short of the 1st. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Stafford. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's fourth down.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Lance. Looking for the out route. He's got it. Complete to Kittle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Another run with Mitchell. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Now Lance. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Now Stafford. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a first down and then some, a 32-yard pickup. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play. Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stafford. And now here's another interception. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Niners, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys.
She-Rag got me. You